Hey everybody, it's Ask Jesse Answer Time. Thank you so much for all the fantastic questions. We had some awesome ones asked this week. If I didn't get to your question, I apologize, and make sure you ask it again this coming week. I eventually will. Okay, with that being said, first question comes to us from Stacy Smith. And Stacy asks, okay Jesse, I need some advice. I'm in line for a job at the post office. The manager there has already called and told me to keep an eye for the job to post. I've worked as a temp in the kitchen of a nursing home for over a year. I love my coworkers and boss, but not the long hours. When and if I get on at the post office, how do I know to let this job go without feeling like I've let my boss and coworkers down? I know the job in the post office is going to be a blessing to me, but I feel guilty. I love this question, Stacy, because so often in life we live our life and stay where we are because we're afraid of hurting other people's feelings or afraid of letting them down. And now here's where it's dangerous. In doing so, what we do is we pass on dreams and opportunities for ourselves, and then we end up resenting the very people that we stayed back for. This doesn't work out. So a couple things. One, you need to remind yourself of that too. That if you hold back, if you know you pass on an opportunity for other people, and you stay doing something that you may enjoy, but it's not ultimately what you want to do, and it doesn't provide you with the opportunity and the growth and moving towards things that you want, at some point down the road, you run a high risk of resenting those very people that you're staying back for. And that leads to a whole cluster F of problems, right? Broken friendships, broken relationships, lack of trust, all these other things. And resentment, big time. So remember that your moving forward is actually a way to help solidify and preserve the relationship because you're removing the work concept out and you can just focus on being friends. The other thing, if these people really care about you, most often not, when people really care about us, what do they want? They always want the best for us. And if making this decision is the best for you, then you got to go with that. And remember that they'll just be proud and excited for you if they really genuinely care about you. So this is a great way to test and see where their alliance is and how much they value you to their life. Okay, so those are two things. One, remember there's always a chance of resenting them if you stay and you hold off on doing the things you really want to do. Number two, it's a great way if they really care about you. Most people, when they really care about us, what they want the best for us. So it's just a way for them to step up their game as a friend and celebrate you and be happy for you doing something that's better for you. All right? Great question. Number two comes to us from Christy Treese. And Christy asks, friend or foe? Okay, so a friend called. The conversation was nice and sweet. When they hung up, they dialed right back, not realizing they had butt dialed. Butt dialing is dangerous. They were talking smack about me with the worst attitude. I was disgusted to say the least. My response, you might want to watch what you say about someone when you think they aren't listening. When I have a conversation about others, it's positive and or I'm involved in the story. How would you handle this? I like this question, Christy, because this happens a lot, right? Inevitably, other people are going to talk about other people. Our culture is actually getting more and more conditioned about it, right? We see more news stories about what celebrities getting married, what this, what that, than we do anything else. So we're getting trained to think that what's important more than to us than anything else is what's going on in somebody else's life. And so because of that, we're constantly looking for new things to bring in to talk about other people. Let's not talk about our life, let's talk about their life. And a couple key things. So one, remember that. Two, words are just words. That's it. Words are just words. The meaning behind the words is up to you to decide. I love the word, there's the F word, right? And I've had conversations about this before, that how can you have a word like the F word, the fuck word, and it can be so derogatory in some contexts, but then it can be so joyful and elating in other things. We use that word to describe anger, joy, happiness, love, excitement, sexual experiences, right? We use it in all sorts of different contexts. Get the fuck out of here, right? When something, oh my God, get the fuck out of here, when we're scared. And somebody plays a joke on us, get the fuck out of here. Haha, it's so funny, right? And the thing goes on because the meaning is interchangeable. If we allow ourselves to be so flexible in a word like that, why not just be flexible at other things too? So what I mean by that is this. If you hear them saying things that you don't like, you have to decide how you want to take away, what you want to take away from that experience. Maybe it's a chance to evaluate the friendships and see if these guys are really the quality friends you want to have in your life. Maybe it's a good opportunity to give them the benefit of the doubt if they are friends And remember that they're probably doing it not necessarily because it's any way reflecting what they think of you. It's just their reflection of themselves, right? They don't have maybe something exciting enough to talk about in their life, so they default to you. And lastly, if you don't like the way the words make you feel, change the meaning behind them. If somebody says, oh, that Chrissy lady, she's a piece of poop or a piece of garbage, take that to be a compliment. You know, it could be something else. What another person's trash is another person's treasure. How many stories have they heard where somebody goes and digs through the garbage and they find the diamond in the rough? So maybe that's what they mean, right? Or that's what you could decide it to mean. Because who knows, if these aren't friends you really want to have, perhaps the diamond in the rough you could find is discerning that these friends aren't the friends that you want to have long term, which creates a space for you to locate those friends that you do really want to have. So there's always opportunities in every situation. There's always going to be meaning that you can make. You just have to decide what meaning you want to make. If you want it to be something where it's negative and weighs you down, guess what? You're going to be able to do exactly that. If you want to find the silver lining in it, have it be something that inspires you and lifts you up, guess what? You can do just that. All right, everybody. I hope you guys found value in this. If you did, please share it with a friend or family member. I'd love to hear what you think. I always enjoy reading your comments, so please leave one below. And we'll be back here same time next week. I'll talk to you then.